What do we got? We got Balls. Why is he named Balls? It's just so... How do you... Like, I have named Dalaran, but you got Balls. That's awesome. Cap your knees as well. Coming in as a Frost DK. We got Chrysler in here. God. We got literally God in here. And Zakati running that God group. Zakati's gonna go up first. Oh my God. They're setting out the world boss already, man. The final boss is the first boss of the dungeon. That's fucked up. It's gonna be Sarfang going up first. Oh, wait. Not Sarfang. The closest you can be is maybe Zappy Boy, but not Sarfang. Anyway, he charges in with a stun onto Zakati. Zakati's going to Lichborn out of it, get a pedal beefed up, trying to get the army rolling. Sarfang is going to try to leap, get a grip midway. Now he needs to find a way to fight through Zakati and the army of the undead as his health is getting necrotic out. Might have to pop his defensives early. Is going to go for enrage regen. Not able to heal through anything though. Look at his health. He's not able to heal. Stun coming down. Trinkets out of it. One last ditch heal is all he could get. The army of the dead is finally falling apart. And Sarfang maybe stabilized. Too much necrotics maybe. And down looks like he goes. Down he goes. Zakati does get either stun. Rika is up next. Popping a wall a little bit early. I'm not really sure if he wanted to do that. I guess just... Pretty sure it's a misclick. But gonna give Zakati an honor duel. We'll see how good this goes. Her name is Balls. Yeah. What's the best tech PvP in the morning? Name 3. Destruction Warlock. We got Frost Mage, Elemental Shaman, any kind of rogue, Unholy Death Knight, Fury Warrior, Arms Warrior, Survival Hunter. You name it. There's a lot. Rika gonna open up with a full stun onto Zakati. Gonna be a Lichborn out of him. Stun back onto Rika as he's dropping in. He's going for Serenity play. Interesting. Zakati's gonna go for back-to-back death strikes off this. Rika has Fist of Fury to parry Zakati for a fair amount. And it's gonna be Serenity though, the weirdest play possible because we usually see images doing all the work. Safety check can get a proc to Zakati, so Rika is getting a lot of effort in them. It's gonna be Zakati complete necrotic and out. Rika's health, so Karma doesn't get a heal. AMS and so Karma doesn't do damage. Fist of Fury coming down onto Zakati. Can't quite lock him down, and Rika is in a vulnerable position where Grip is gonna just eliminate him out of the picture. Double roll coming out with Verifies. Maybe Zakati trying to go for a heal. Rika doesn't have anything left on the defenses, and down he goes. That's why he don't go for Surrender. Just not enough of a playstyle for him. Norkel up next, gonna snorkel with Zakati. Zakati is pretty much in the execute range. Norkel just gotta push him over the limit. That's gonna be stunned by Zakati. Check it out. Norkel got big damage going on. Has Reflect up and running. The Armor of the Dead is still gonna be rolling. That's gonna be beefed up pet. Full Blaze Storm coming out for Norkel as he's cleaving through the army. That's gonna be Norkel still maintaining his health, getting slowly necrotic now, but Zakati's health is not looking that amazing. Lichborn available, and that's going to be Norkel trying to get away, trying to get a charge heal off of Zakati. Going to get one big heal coming out as he gets maledicted. That's going to be Norkel continuing to truck along. Commanding shot coming out. Zakati's health is close to the execute range. Is going to death back a little bit early. So Norkel has a fair amount of health to work through. Norkel is actually going to bail way in the back. Needs to get a charge off on the pet to get a heal or something. Zakati is just going to go for running wild. This is where Norkel needs to get a charge off onto Zakati. Needs to get a good charge off. Is going to land that charge off of Zakati. Get a little bit of healing off of that. Zakati is going to go for necrotic and back down Norkel's health. Can go for death strikes if necessary. It looks like Norkel is completely necrotic out while Zakati has a fair amount of defenses rolling right now with free easy death strikes. Norkel's health is just getting obliterated little by little. Has a shoulder reflect but can't reflect the death. He can't reflect death. That's not a spell in the game. It's just a state that Zakati puts you in. Zakati takes another one. Fuzz is up next. I think Fuzz wants to have the honor duel, but Fuzz, I don't know how well you're going to do. Is Zakati going to go for a 1v5? Is Zakati going to go for a 1v5? The big old wombo combo, knocking out all the melee out of here. None of them are quite like Katsuken, but all of them do work, and that's going to be Zakati. Getting himself pipped up, beefed up. Fuzz is going to have a fair amount of duel ahead of him. That's going to be a pet CC, pet stun, pet interrupt when he's beefed up. That's going to be Zakati's stun, AMS, interrupt. There's going to be interrupt onto VT in the first place. So Fuzz can't even get his spells off at the beginning. Gonna get a stun to Zacati. Oh, Lichborn also is gonna be annoying. Stunned up on his cast. The Army of the Dead is attacking him. Still has it. Finally got the dots up onto Zacati with a Mind Bender. It's gonna be Siphon killing that immediately. And Fuzz's health is already at half. Not even getting a necrotic out right now. Actually, as he's in disperse, this is where Zacati goes for necrotics. Back to back, sprinting after Fuzz. Gonna hit Zacati with a big old mallet. It's gonna be AMS for Zacati for a bit. So Fuzz just simply can't touch him, can't hit him for a few seconds. That's gonna be Zacati gonna go for big death strikes back to back. Maybe Fuzz can go for some kind of a play with maybe a mind control, trying to get himself a cast off. Decided to go for instant cast ability instead. Gonna get a silence onto Zacati. Vampiric touch is established. Mind Flare, but he's fully necrotic down. Literally no health he can get out of this. Mind control trying to come out. Gonna get interrupted on. Zacati still has grip, still has stun and everything. That's gonna be Zacati continuing to run. It's gonna be Lichborn coming out of that stun. The Shadowman's trying to come out for Fuzz, but he's completely necrotic. He can't get any kind of healing. He needs to just work with however much health he has. It's gonna be a Siphon to slow down Zacati for a little bit. Mind control finally coming out. Maybe Zacati can stop it. Trinkets out of it. I was thinking maybe who would stop it with like a pet CC. Mind control trying to come out again. Interrupts it as it tries to come out. Fuzz doesn't have a lot of health, and he does fall off the bridge. Zacati takes one. That's going to be Shamaniac up next. Trying to go in for a big old duel right now versus Zacati. Yeah, just going to get in there with a Frost Shot. Going to get the dots up and running. Has the knockback if he needs to. Going to go for a big setup. It's going to be Primal Elemental with Counter-Strike Totem as well. Going to be zapping Zacati little by little. Needs to eliminate. Does kill it. Death Strikes are coming out for Zacati with a Transfusion. Short stun onto Zacati. That's going to be some Lightning Bolts coming out for Shamaniac. Lightning Lasso to follow. Is that going to be Lichborn for Zacati? It was a short Lightning Lasso because it did hit him with Capacitor Totem ahead of time. Mali coming down onto Shamaniac. And just trying to find a way to survive this. Trying to drop Zacati down. Zacati does get kind of caught on the corner of a ram. Does get a grip of Sham. And the Sham is trying to get out of Hex. Can he land that Hex onto Zacati? Doesn't look like he can. Getting interrupted onto that Hex. Trying to drop down. Ghost Wolf coming out. Trying to stay mobile. Trying to land another Hex. Stun coming down. Chickens out of it. Trying to go for another Hex. Can he do anything? Pet Stun coming out. Trying to go for Healing Surges at this point. Will this save the Chicken trying to cover him? As well as summoning up a Primal Earth Alley. Gonna get a stun onto Zacati. Lichborn coming down. Shamaniac does drop down a Counter-Strike Totem. That's gonna do some damage to Zacati, but he does end up eliminated pretty quickly. Shamaniac is still on the run as his health is starting to get necrotic out. Can heal if you wanted to. Trying to go for Healing Surge. Maybe he can get interrupted, and the guy's gonna interrupt it onto Hex. Nature Lock right now can't do anything because Zacati finished him off. Zacati does go for a finish off, and that's a 1v5 by Zacati against two warriors, a Shadow Priest, a Shaman, and a Monk. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's a fair amount of classes. That's a fair amount of variety in there. There it is, boys. There it is. There's Zacati. What's up, Kachikan? How you doing, my man? Zacati, good duel, my man. Good work. Good work. Alright, boys. We got a next group for 5 people, man. Lord Madness? Alrighty, Madness. We can get you in. I don't know who you got going on. Do we have a rule to not have Maledicts? No, Maledicts are allowed. That's a trinket in the game. Might as well play with it.